Hi guys, it's Leke here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Leke and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today, as you might have guessed by the title, I'm reviewing the new Gymshark Whitney Simmons collection, Season 4 as they call it, because it's the fourth time they do this. And if you're like, oh Leke, but this launched like a few weeks ago, then you're absolutely right, but I was on vacation and the package was supposed to come before I left. With express shipping, as they called it, 1 to 3 days. It arrived after 6 days. So yeah, wasn't here when it got here, so it was lying around waiting for me. Fortunately, Gymshark has a long return window, so 30 days, at least in Europe. So I'm still within that window, because also from the time you receive it. So that's very good, because I did order a lot of colors, because there was a lot of pretty colors this time, and I had a hard time deciding which ones I liked and which ones I didn't. And I was like, okay, Gymshark has free return, so I'll just order all of the ones that I'm interested in. So yeah, we will go through a lot of colors today, and you'll be able to see them all on, and I can kind of mix and match a little bit to show you guys what it looks like. I'm also aware that some colors are currently like a little bit more rare, a bit harder to get. But it also really depends on the country you shop in, I think, because they have different stocks across different countries. So yeah, I can only, I only check the Swedish website, so yeah. But anyway, compared to last year, which I also did review, so I will link that video here for you in case you're interested, we have less options, I think, but more simple options, more of the options that people wanted. So we still have two like bra tops available, and it's still the same too. So we have the mesh sports bra and we have the crop tank, and they didn't change at all. We have the high-rise leggings and some cycling shorts, and as far as I know, the high-rise leggings didn't change. Last year they also had some mesh leggings that they didn't bring back, and also mesh shorts, and they weren't as popular, which I also understand. Like you can watch that video that I just linked for you here to figure out why. But people preferred the simple options, including me, and that's what they brought back. So it's really good they brought back what people wanted. We also still have the oversized t-shirt, and then some more lounge items that I personally didn't get, but that were also part of this collection. So yeah, we have a few things to go through, and like I said, a few colors as well for sure. I'm really curious to kind of see how they mix and match as well. And yeah, but let's just get into it. Let's start with the item I have most colors of, which is the Whitney Mesh Sports Bra. You can see all the beautiful colors I got here. Really had a hard time deciding. We have the palm green, which I thought was like a super pretty green color. We have the sea kelp green, which, if you ask me, is more of a yellow, not a green, because this is a green, this is a yellow. A lot of people also said it comes across differently on camera than it looks in real life, but I think if anything, maybe it's a little bit brighter in real life. But to me, it still definitely seems more like a yellow, maybe with a slight green undertone, but definitely a yellow, not a green. We have the indigo navy. Usually I don't go for these kind of colors, but like it has like a slight purple, like purplish grayish undertone. It's not true navy to me. And we have the wildflower purple, super pretty color. I used to never wear these kind of colors, but they're currently very in, and I recently got an Amon ripped seamless set in this color, and like this cute lavender color. If you're interested in like this color, but you want more of a more simple design, or like a seamless, a ripped fabric, you can check out this video here, because I think it's a very, very, very similar color. But yeah, super pretty. And then I thought the indigo navy and the wildflower purple looked super nice together because of that purple undertone of the indigo navy here. And we have the Optimist blue. I think that's just like a staple in all the Whitney Simmons collections. I was not super like intrigued by it, because it's just, to me, it's just a blue. And yes, I love blues, but you see, I still had to try it apparently. So yeah, we have those 5 colors, and just to show you that nothing really changed, I have an older from last year. Oops, it's inside out. The Whitney Mesh Sports Bra from last year, and this like off-white. And if you compare these two, they do look identical. We have the golden logo and everything, same cut, same size, same everything. And the fabric also does feel the same. So It's kind of a slightly brushed fabric. Gymshark usually doesn't do these type of fabrics very often, but these are like the ones I prefer. Um, but yeah, let's talk about the sports bra. Biggest for me is you have removable, like a slot for removable cup pads, but they don't come with removable cup pads. Like, it's nice that you give me the space to actually put them in, but why don't you just provide me with the cup pads? I already spent some money on this one, and it's much easier to take them out than to find some that actually fit perfectly into the sports bra. And, you know, then you have to remember if you want to wear the other bra where you took them from to put them back in there. And I personally usually always wash my sports bras with the cup pads inside because I'm just too lazy to take them out and put them back in. And nothing has happened to the cup pads since I've started doing this, which is like probably, I don't know, 8 years ago. So yeah, I'd just much rather have that they provide the cup pads for me than me having to like find some that actually fit. And you'll probably also agree, even if you're someone who doesn't want to have them in there, it's so much easier to just take them out and put them somewhere than to really find the perfect ones for it. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed with that, I will say. But a lot of people also said that you don't necessarily need them with it, which is fine, fair, but I just still prefer to have them in there. You have like this top layer of fabric that has this twisty thing in here, and this top layer is already double lined. And then you have another layer underneath. So it's kind of triple layered. But like I said, I don't want to take any chances. I do not like to see any nippage, so I just prefer to have the cup pads in there. We have this deep V, and then yeah, this twisty detail here, a little bit of like a thinner material underneath. The Whitney Simmons golden logo here, which I think looks really luxurious, and I like that. Deep V, as I already said, we have thick straps here, and then in the back you have a simple racer bag. And this is a mesh fabric, but it's kind of more of like a sports jersey mesh fabric than other mesh fabrics you might be used to. We have the kind of really, for Gymshark, definitely very subtle Gymshark logo on here. So all's good. And then we have an elastic underneath the chest. And like I said, this is the exact same sports bra that I brought out last year. So if you have it from last year, or you at least tried it on or something, you know what to expect. I will say I like the colors this year a lot more than I liked last year's colors. So that's a plus. And yeah, like I said, a lot of colors that I got in this one. Let's see it on. Alright, isn't this color combination the cutest? I really feel like the Little Mermaid. And I would have never thought about pairing these colors together, but it's cute. At least I think so. So yeah, I think this is definitely like a set that I'm gonna keep, even though it's not a real set because it's mix and match, but I really like it. So anyway, let's talk about the sports bra. So I did not put removable cup pads in here now, but I definitely noticed when I put it on that there was some nippage visible. So even though you kind of feel like you have the triple layers, it's not perfect in covering up that nippage. Just telling you. So yeah, but otherwise it fits nicely, fits the same as last year's. We have a little bit of cleavage situation, happening here, even for me. I got this in a small, I mean, there's a little bit of space, so I feel like if you're in between, you could size down with this one. And then we have this, you know, this layer with the twist here, which is nice. And then we have, you can definitely see there's a little bit of differences in fabric happening on the bottom layer. So you have the mesh here, normal fabric, mesh down here again, so like kind of like a breathing hole. And we do have the logo here. Elastic is not too tight, but it keeps me tugged in. Nice and thick straps here. And yeah, I think it's just a flattering cut even for smaller chests. So I have nothing to complain about here. And then the back, just very simple with the racer back here. We do have the mesh. You can definitely see the difference in fabric when, like now. I think it's kind of obvious, but it's not a problem. And like, it just makes it a little bit more breathable because this fabric is definitely a little bit thinner, a little bit more breathable than the actual like soft, more brushed fabric here. So yeah, I think it's a simple like sports bra cut, but it has a little bit of a twist. It's cute, and I can see why they brought it back, and I like it. All right, let's move on to the next top that we have. It's the Whitney the Whitney crop tank. I also got this in Wildflower Purple. I only got this in one color though. I found that I didn't reach for it very much from last year. I had this in Eucalyptus Green last year. Again, exact same thing. So if you have it from last year, you know what to expect this year. Yeah, I didn't feel myself reaching for it too much, which is why I opted for more colors in the sports bra itself. I found it very, very long, and I still think it looks really, really good on people, and it also looks good on me, I think. But yeah, I just didn't reach for it as much, which is why I just got one color. This one I also did size down in last year, and if you, so I got an extra small in this one, and I'm sometimes more on the smaller side of a small. So if you have the same thing, then you can do that, and like I also just compare the sizes here between last year and this year, and it's still the same. So since I sized down last year, I stuck with that this year as well. Yes. So I think we still have this V, so it's kind of similar to the mesh sports bra that we had before. Thicker straps and the racer bag here in the back with that mesh again. So this more like sports jersey mesh that we had before. We also have that here, but this time the Gymshark logo is in the front here. So here on the side of the chest there and not in the middle of the racer bag. So they changed the position there a bit, but we still have the Whitney golden thing in the same position, just a bit lower because this is a more, like it's a longer thing. It's definitely not a long line sports bra. It's definitely longer than that. So this is why they call it a crop tank. I can live with that. We do have removable cup pads in this one, so they can manage to do that for some things. So yeah, removable cup pads in here, which I appreciate. Again, of course, now this is only double lined. But yeah, I mean, what's so hard in putting the cup pads also in the bra, right? And I would definitely say it's not really built-in sports bra or anything. You have like really just the cup pads in there. So I think this would have less support than the mesh sports bra itself because there's not really an elastic underneath or anything, right? It's just some seams. You can also see some seam details here and stuff. But yeah, it would hold you in a little bit less, I would expect. But yeah, super pretty color. Exact same thing as last year, and let's just see it on. All right, here we have the crop tank, and you can definitely see that it is much, much longer than the sports bra. So, like with a high-waisted pair of shorts or leggings, like you can barely see any skin here. And yeah, you get a little bit of cleavage as well, like you did with the sports bra, but now we have the removable cup pads, which gives it a little bit more shape, I think. And I will say that this seam here in the back, where the mesh is actually quite tight. So you can see there's like next to no stretch in it. I don't remember that from last time, but I guess it was there. I don't know. Otherwise, we have like these seams here as well, like kind of like snatching in the waist a little bit. The golden logo there compared to the, the one on the bottoms there. Yeah, deep V, nice thick straps, and then just the racer back with the mesh. I do love the cut of it. I don't know. I just prefer the sports bra a little bit more. And now also that it had the seam thing here, that I realized this was a little tight. I don't know. I do prefer the sports bra a little bit more. I still might keep this top because I think it's cute. And you can see it pairs super nicely with the indigo navy that I have here at the bottom in the shorts. So definitely cool color or nice color combination. But yeah, also goes with other colors, of course. And yeah, I think it's just super elegant. I feel like you could wear this as like a going out top as well. And I will say, like, once you have it on, this tighter like seam doesn't seem too uncomfortable. It's just, and I mean, I wouldn't want to size up just because of that seam because everything fits nicely now that I have it on. It's just like getting things over your shoulder and stuff. There was like a little like, oops, it's a little bit tight, but yeah, I definitely do like the little bit of cleavage it gives me. I don't know how well it would work for bigger chested people because you might get a lot of spillage, For me, it's absolutely fine. I can work out in this. Like, I'm not gonna fall out either. But like, if you have a bit of a larger chest, it might be a little bit iffy. But yeah, I think it's cute. It's definitely a unique design. And yeah. All right, let's move on to the most important piece, maybe of every collection, the leggings. Like I said, this year we only have one pair or one type of leggings. We have the Whitney high-rise leggings. And these are the simple ones. These are the good ones. These are the ones I always liked. And I got them in 4 colors. So we got the palm green, the wildflower purple. This together, I saw people pair this like the green leggings with the purple bra, and it was just like Little Mermaid vibes, and I just loved it, so I had to get it, you know. We have the sea kelp green again, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, these are squat proof, and I'm like, I've never seen a light colored Gymshark legging that is squat proof, so I of course had to test it for you. And then I got the Optimus blue as well. I got, I think, these three in a medium, which is what I've gotten over the last years in the Whitney collections. And I've gotten the blue in a small because I'm usually in between sizes. So I really wanted to test this time, you know, what's the better size. With a booty scrunch, it's probably better to have a little bit more space. But yeah, I just wanted to see. So we'll see. You know, I'll compare the medium to the small for you as well. But otherwise, they're kind of simple leggings, but also really, really good. Same fabric as what we saw in the sports bras with the slightly brushed fabric here. And we do have the golden logo, the Whitney Simmons logo, off to the side this time, still in the front. So it's not going to match perfectly with where the logo is on the sports bra or the crop tank. But it's fine, I think. We have these double seams here, which are going to help holding things up. And I mean, I wouldn't really say that we have a top seam, but there definitely is. Can the camera focus maybe? That would be great. Oh, it's a bit harder for the camera today. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, there's a slight seam, but it's not really like harsh or anything, so I'm not sure if I would call this a top seam or not. But yeah, double seams here, and then we have nothing on the sides, so it's very simple there. And then in the back we have this slight V detailing, and then that booty scrunch. That's just so nice about the Whitney Simmons things, the Whitney Simmons collections. It's a very like elastic scrunch, and it's gonna be disappearing when you put them on. So it won't be like super obvious that you have it. It's still gonna help enhance the glutes a little bit. But this is the scrunch Gymshark should put on all their leggings, and they still don't do it. They still have that like little butthole scrunch on a lot of stuff, which I really don't understand. It's super tight. It just looks like a butthole. And this one's just so much better. And I know a lot of people agree with that as well. So yeah, we'll see. They do look a little short, so I'm kind of curious to see how long they are on me. Probably not longer than 7/8 length. 7/8 is still fine, but like if it becomes the capri, that's just like, no, thank you. So we'll see about that, you know. But yeah, let's not talk longer. Let's just see these on. Alright, here we have the high-waisted leggings. Now I'm showing you this in a matching set. The wildflower purple also looks great, I think. But you can see colors match nicely. And the only thing what I already pointed out that doesn't really match is that we have the logo in the sports bra here in the front, but here we have it on the side. I personally don't mind too much, but I can see if some people are a little bit like, why did they do it like this? Good question. But I also wouldn't have wanted to have this metal plate in the middle here. I wouldn't have liked that one, I think. I didn't like it on the mesh leggings from last year, so I'm happy they did it like this. These leggings are really nicely high-waisted. The double seams really make them like, you know, a little bit more compressive around the waist here. And this is a medium, I believe. Let me just quickly check to make extra sure. Yes. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works in the small. Because actually I do think the medium fits quite well on me. So there's a little bit of space maybe here in the waist where I could have, you know, gone for the small, but otherwise I'm quite happy about the fit. Very simple in the front. We don't have a front seam. I don't also have any camel toe issues here, so all is well. And then in the back, just a nice and flattering thing here. And as I told you, you can't really see the booty scrunch anymore. It's disappeared and kind of like gives you a little bit more of a contouring here than if you didn't have it. And this is what makes the scrunch so nice. And now you can also see, like, I think if you have a smaller butt, you can probably get a little bit more fabric to kind of really get even more glute separation. For me, this is the maximum I can get, which, you know, I'm happy with the medium, but I think if you have a smaller butt, like, you can probably have a little bit more fabric situation happening there. And as I mentioned, these are a little bit short, so they're a little bit shorter than a 7/8 length on me. 7/8 would be like 2-finger with like longer. So they're definitely not tall girl friendly. So if you're any taller than me, I'm not sure if I would go for them unless, you know, you have short legs basically. Because yeah, I find them a little bit short. This is kind of, you know, borderline because as I mentioned, I do not like capris. So yeah, these are about as short as I will go. So just, yeah, if you're tall and you do not like capris either, yeah, maybe this is not it. They're not necessarily tight around here, so there's definitely a little bit of extra space if it were to sit a little bit higher on your calf. But, you know, you don't really want to order, like if you wanted a capri, you probably order capri, not a legging, I think. So yeah, it's unfortunate they're like this short. I get making them a 7/8 length so that also shorter people can enjoy them as a full length legging, but like this is a little bit, like 1 inch more would have been good, basically. But otherwise, I really do like to have these double seams. It really helps like tugging you in. And I mean, it's just flattering on your glutes better than most other Gymshark leggings, I think. And they just feel like lightweight, stretchy, and like even if I squat now, like I don't feel the scrunch. So that's really good. It's still there. And when I take these off, I will still see it. But for sure, it's gonna stretch out a little bit over time, just so you know. But yeah, for now, like it wouldn't after the first few times wearing it. But yeah, I think it's just like nicely form-fitting. Very simple otherwise, right? Because you have no seams along the legs here or whatever. So it's really just all the action happens here and there. And that's also kind of where I like it. Yeah. It's stretchy, soft to wear, not as brushed or body hugging as Buff Body Nuber fabric, for example, but still like a bit more lightweight piece maybe. All right, here we have the small and the Optimist blue. These were definitely a bit more of a challenge to get over my butt because exactly this part with the double seams is a little bit tighter. So yeah, it's just like more of a pants dance to wiggle myself into them. Otherwise, they do seem a little bit shorter still on me than the other ones, which I guess makes sense, you know, in a way, I don't know. So yeah, I definitely do prefer the medium on me. And I mean, otherwise it still works up here. I have a little bit less space here now, so I'm a bit more tucked in, which I really like. But yeah, otherwise throughout the legging, I preferred the medium. Also definitely lengthwise, and I just felt a little bit less compressed in them. So now I feel like my butt gets a little bit like squished down, which I didn't feel as much in the medium. But yeah, otherwise the exact same leggings. But I would say, you know, if you have a bigger bottom thigh situation, I would probably go with the larger size if you're in between. But otherwise, I think it's fine to stay true to size. It's just if you're in between, yeah, I would go with the larger size, but that's also because this is where I carry most of my weight and I don't like my butt to be squished down, basically. So, you know, just to keep that in mind. If you have more weight up here, I still think you could go with a small. Like there's definitely a little bit of space. Also, if you're a shorter person, you know, if you're a taller person, I would also say if you're in between, probably just size up even to just get a little bit more length. So yeah. All right, next up we have the Whitney cycling shorts. I got them in 2 colors. I'm usually not a shorts person, but you know, I'm trying to venture out, try different things, and like I said, Gymshark has free returns, so I can just do that and send them back. So I got them in wildflower purple and also in this indigo navy, and they're definitely like a little bit longer. The inseam will have been in the description box for the item, in case you're wondering. And these are basically the exact same as the leggings, just, you know, in shorter. And one difference is also we have the Gymshark logo, the subtle one here in the middle and the back, whereas it was at your ankle with the leggings. But of course, since these are not as long, they had to find a different spot where to put them. But yeah, otherwise the exact same. We have these 2 double seams here, no front seam, the golden Whitney logo, and this like slight top seam. Like I said, I don't really know if I would call it top seam because it's not like, you can't really feel it, but it's there. Yeah, and then in the back, of course, the same V glute detailing and the scrunch. That's also gonna disappear. So, you know, again, very like elastic here. So it's all good. And at the bottom, like they seem like a little tighter, but the seam doesn't seem to be cutting in too much. But we will see how that works when I have them on. And yeah, I mean, it's the same fabric, same everything, just the shorter version of the leggings. So if you like the leggings and you like biker shorts as well, I saw people hike them up because they like the short shorts. I personally, I don't know if I would like that, but you know, we will see how long they are when I have them on. And yeah, there's not much else to say because, like I said, they're basically the exact same thing as the leggings. So let's just get into it. All right, biker shorts. I found these much harder to put on than the medium leggings. So the waist seemed a little bit tighter when I tried to get them over my butt, which seems a little bit weird because it should just be the exact same thing, you know. And you can see they do cut into my thighs, even though they are quite long. So it's not really my preferred biker short length. I prefer them like a 7 at a 7, 7. No, I prefer like a 5 to 6 inch. And these seem a little bit longer and they still do cut in. It's not the end of the world. It's not like super uncomfortable, but I can feel it a little bit. So yeah, it doesn't work for me. Up here though, I have a ton of like, so here it seems like super wide. Then there was the problem with getting this over my butt and then they cut into my thighs. So I don't know, not ideal. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep these. They also do seem a little bit more high-waisted than the actual leggings, which is also a little bit weird. So there's definitely some slight fit differences that I didn't expect to see because I thought they were the exact same thing, just shorter, you know. And I mean, you do have the booty scrunch, you do have the same detailing here. Like I said, there's just the Gymshark logo in the middle here. But yeah, they do seem a little bit more high-waisted, and how they fit is a bit different. And I just don't like the. I mean, they're pretty stretchy there, but like still, I can slightly feel it and I can see it, and it's always very annoying to see that. So yeah, not necessarily thick thigh friendly. All right, and last but not least, I got the Whitney Oversized t-shirt. I got this in indigo navy and in a size medium to really get that oversized feeling. A lot of people have been raving about these t-shirts. I'm usually not like a full-length t-shirt person. I like my crop t-shirts. But I mean, I can also tie this one, right? So it's not really the biggest issue. It's very, very simple on the front. You can also see it's like more of a boyfriend tee cut. We have the Gymshark logo here, but it's very small on this like big surface basically. And then in the back we have this alive, and then it's a beautiful day to be alive, like Whitney Simmons like signature motto, I guess. Yeah. I think the A is missing, isn't it? Do you see that? It says it's beautiful day to be, and then the alive is this. So it's missing the A. That's a little weird. Because I don't think it should be, should it? Huh. Interesting. Because, so the thing is also, right, this is more of a, the purple stuff, the lighter purple stuff is more of a, like, silicone thing. So I guess they just forgot to put it on there. I really don't know. It also seems to have, like, some weird, like, things, like, white parts in it. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's a little weird. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, it's a beautiful day. You know? That makes more sense. Anyway, metal logo on here as well. So the same as always. And yeah, it's like pretty long. But yeah, I think this one's definitely gonna be complained about because there's a gap. Because it also makes, right, you can see that there's a gap. So it's a little weird. I feel like I need to check out if, it should say it's A. But like I said, it makes sense that I would say that, right? I've never, see, if I hadn't looked at this, I'm just going to look at it on my screen here. It's really hard to tell, especially because I'm looking at a lighter color now. Yeah. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll insert the picture of that in here so you can see it's definitely supposed to say it's a beautiful day, not it's beautiful day. Anyway, let's see it on anyway. It's not gonna change the fit of the t-shirt, so let's see it on. All right, here we go with the t-shirt. So this is a medium. You can see it's definitely oversized on me. If I'd gotten a small, it would have been a little bit tighter around my hips. So for an oversized t-shirt, I feel like I could have, up here it's oversized enough, but down here I still could have gone with maybe a large or even an extra large, if I wanted it truly really oversized and flowy. But like I said, I don't really wear these kind of t-shirts very often. And the material's okay, but I don't know. I've definitely felt softer, more flowy materials. So it's not my favorite. Put aside the missing A in the back, but it's not my absolute favorite. So, and yeah, if I was to wear it, I'd probably just tie a knot in the front. And then, it's kind of more my style with the more cropped look. And I think you can absolutely do that because the writing is all further up top. So, you would still be able to see it. But I personally don't love this one as much. So yeah, I would have sent it back anyway because of the missing A, but also it's not, I don't know, it's nothing special. I don't really, feel it that much. If you're a fan of oversized t-shirts, this is probably the perfect thing for you, but I'm just not. And I don't know, it's just not my favorite thing, which is fine. I don't need to love everything, I can send it back, so that's okay. But yeah, I don't know, it's just not as flowy as I imagine it would be. And yeah, just not my favorite. All right, guys, it's conclusion time. Yeah, I was a little perplexed by the t-shirt. It was definitely an interesting error. And I wonder if this only happened to me or if this happened to some people and they didn't even realize because maybe you don't look at it in detail. Now that I introduced the t-shirt to you, it was the first time I realized this because before that I didn't really look at the print. But that's a good suggestion. Always look at your prints. Do they make sense? Or don't they? So yeah. Anyway, otherwise I will say I really like the colors. There was a lot of fun colors in there. The Whitney Simmons Gymshark collections are definitely my favorite Gymshark items, because it is kind of this brushed fabric that I like. It has the nice scrunch that I like. It's a little bit more pretty than most of the Gymshark stuff, if you know what I mean. Because some things are just what are they thinking? So yeah, I'm definitely always willing to take a look at the Whitney Simmons collections. And usually otherwise I don't really browse the Gymshark website too often, I will say. But I do enjoy the free returns, obviously. I can try things without having to commit to them basically before I've tried them on. So I think that's really good. And I appreciate that. And I wish it was an option for more brands, for sure. If you compare the Gymshark Whitney Simmons fabric to other brushed fabrics, for example, your Buff Bunny Nuber fabric or your Lululemon Align fabric, I will say that I still would prefer the Buff Bunny Nuber fabric because it's still a little bit more soft, a little bit more body hugging. But I like this one more than some other brush fabrics that I've tried. So for example, if I also compare prices between Lululemon Align and this is definitely a little bit nicer in my opinion, and also a little bit better value for money, kind of, if you know what I mean. But yeah, definitely loved all the colors in this one. I liked how you could kind of mix and match everything. You could mix and match the sea kelp green, the yellow color, with the actual green, or with the blue. You could match the purple with the green or with the navy, and it was just a lot of possibilities. So I really enjoyed that. I always enjoy the gold logos. I always like the metal logos because they look a little luxurious. So yeah, definitely this collection is definitely better for, or at least I prefer these things over normal Gymshark stuff. And if you can pick up some of these items, if you like some of the colors, just go for it. It's a very simple design on the leggings, like you can't go wrong with them basically. And yeah, of course, lighter colors are lighter colors, you know. So that's it. Yes. Anyway, that's my conclusion. If you want to, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagrams are here. You can DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, whatever, just leave them here in the comment section, and I will get back to you as fast as I can. If you haven't yet, give my video your thumbs up. And also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel so we can continue growing. I'm very happy to have your support all the time, and I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Like I said, any feedback, any suggestions, whatever, just leave them down here. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.